Hey folks, welcome back to the Talos Principle 2 and the High Plane, the final area of the game where we just have puzzles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8 to complete, as well as locating the lost lab and finding any other terminals that might be here. Before we'll have completed all... Before we will have completed all the base puzzles in the game. Now that still leaves the gold puzzles and whatever remains inside the megastructure, plus any other secrets that the developer intends to drop on us. But let's get started here by heading for puzzle 1. I can see there's a question mark far to the east. And that must be the lab because I don't see any other question marks on the compass. Although they don't always appear until you're close enough. But we're going to start doing puzzles and see if we can finish this area out and get the tower lit this episode. It depends on whether we come across a stumper or not. There's another question mark to the northeast. We have something here. We can check this out. We're looking for the lab and the terminal at the question, and various terminals at the question marks. So, looks like we have a terminal here. Just a comment from Liftraiser. All right.
In my reports to you, I have often spoken about this island in terms that some might perceive as negative. I hope you understand that the opposite is true. Here in these green hills, I see tremendous potential for transformation and spiritual awakening. I do not see the world as you do, Athena, but I see the rot at the heart of New Jerusalem. If you and Cornelius want to go through with your plan, then this is the perfect place. My students and I will help you transport the remaining tech from New Alexandria. After that, once you and Cornelius are settled, we will leave for our great journey. I can only hope that we all find what we are looking for.
So in the end, Liftraiser was on board with what Athena and Cornelius was doing, actually knew about it as well. But decided that he still had to take that different path. We found puzzle 1 here, From Within. Looks like... Curious. So we have 2 fans here that prevent us from progressing. We need the receiver to be powered in order to pass that gate. But then we have the problem that we can't get past the fans. Now I wonder, now this is just speculation on my part, but let's say we lower the gate. Can we then depower it? No. We depower one of the fans, but we can't crouch or jump. So the second fan gets us. If we power this, the lower fan gets us. We can't depower the gate, or the connector, or the emitter. So what are we doing here? Ah, I get it. I do get it. Okay. So, we come back here. We use this to open the blue gate. No. Yes. Hold on. We do it to set it up. Hold on. We set this up so that when we open the blue gate from the other side, it will lower the gate for us. We remove this, it shuts off. We come through, past the fans, open it, gate opens, puzzle solved. All right, there we go.
The scale of it all is truly breathtaking.
It really is.
But is it a human scale? Or is it so enormous that it can only alienate us? Humans have always been happiest in small communities.
Small town paranoia, isolationism and peasant mentality. Great for burning witches, not so great for personal freedom.
Ever the pessimist?
Also usually right. And you're wrong, Hermanubis. At the very least, those who feel the way that you do should be allowed to live the way that they want, and those who feel the way that I and Yakut and Byron and Melville feel should be allowed to live the way that we want. Anyway, here's puzzle number 2, chicken flight. Okay, that summons ideas of things smashing into each other, which may indeed be the case here. If we can smash two things into each other, the opposing fans may hold them in the middle of the sky hovering. I'm not sure. We've got 2 connectors. How does this start? Let's see. I guess we start like this. That at least gets us through here. And then, okay, we have a fan that we can't sneak past. Or I guess we can. But we can't depress that button, which I guess we would need to do to get into the solution. Is that fan removable or... Oh, I see. As long as we power the gate to come through, then the fan is powered. So we need a way to interrupt this. Let's bring this to here, maybe. Does that do anything for us? I mean, we can do that. Then what? Can we do that? What does that do? That powers that fan, so we can hop back and forth. Oh, so we won't have a chicken flight because, or chicken fight, because these are on different locations. We can get something in there past the purple gate if we wish. So how about... I don't know what we need that purple... I don't know what we need that blue thing for. If we connect this like that, then removing this does nothing. It doesn't close the gate behind us. Is there a way we can interrupt this from inside? I think there is. If we move this over as far to the right as we can get it, and then we try to do something like this. Now that doesn't interrupt anything. There's nothing we can connect it to cross the beam, unfortunately. So we can't interrupt it from inside. What are the fans for? Why would we want something in here? Because theoretically, we could get something inside like this. And then we could go 1, 2, 3, I guess. What happens if we put this here and power it up? Just gets blown off of it. Oh, okay, I think I see something. So hold on. Okay, so we use this to power that gate and leave it here. That gets us inside. And then from here, we power the fan to turn it off. That blows it off. Now we're inside, and we can drop this here and get to the solution. Very nice. Okay. Making good progress. We're almost 9 minutes in. We've got 2 puzzles down. 5 to go.
I'm not surprised that the founder chose you, 1K. You're very much like her. Inquisitive, intelligent, and dedicated. But remember, intelligence by itself has little value unless it is ethically applied.
That's not wrong, but you take it too far, and that's why she left. Okay, we gotta go find this question mark, which I suspect is the lab? Yeah, the lost lab. Here we go. We have found it. All right, let's go see what this is about. Scientia Vincere Tenebris. Explore all the lost labs. So we got all the last labs and all the Lift Razor comments. Obviously, we're missing a few Stratos of Stagira comments. Oh, wow. Okay, what do we have here? The megastructure. From Cornelius to Athena. Athena, I don't know if you're there or why you're not answering. It's been a long time, but I think about you and Miranda every day. In fact, I've been using the museum to further my research, and I think there is hope. You know I wouldn't say this lightly. Please respond. I will return as soon as I can. I'll steal a VTOL if I have to. Yours, Cornelius. Hope. I think the death of Miranda drove them apart, as it often does to married couples who lose a child. But hope? Hope for what? Hope for Era 5358, perhaps? I don't know if Athena read this or if she'd already left, but we have some notes here. Trials 40,880 through 89,972. Remaining instabilities eliminated. Trials 89,973 through 90,057. Final confirmation. Trial 90,058. And there's that number 58 again. Version 1.0 successfully deployed. It is done. What now? What now indeed? Oh man, I really hope there's some way we get like a clearer explanation of her story before the game ends. It might just remain a mystery with only the hints that we've seen to give us any answers, but maybe Cornelius shows up somewhere and we can ask him some questions. Boy, look at that. Impressive, isn't it? That looks to me like a wormhole. Right? For traveling to the stars? I'm convinced she's long... I don't know if long gone, but she's gone. She's gone to the stars. Whether Cornelius remains to answer our questions, we don't know. What about this terminal? Motherhood. Name, Machines of Mercy, author Inessa Peshu. From Motherhood, 12 essays by Inessa Peshu. Sometimes, I imagine myself following the matrilineal line up against the river of time, to the lives of my distant great-grandmothers. I tried to imagine the sheer horror of motherhood, the agony of childbirth, the risk of death with every birth, the certainty of losing some of one's children. To us, now, the loss of a child is a horror almost beyond words, a grief so deep it seems almost insurmountable. I try to imagine what it meant to live in a world where it was a ubiquitous reality, where you could only choose to respond with either an ever-deepening pain or an inhuman numbness, and all of it tied to the foundation stone of your existence, the body. This journey to the past reminds me that my freedom as a woman is on some level technological. Without medical technologies, I'm reduced to the cruel logic of nature, which cares about nothing except reproduction. Without machines, I become a machine. Only machines allow us to be more than machines ourselves. A message to Athena from Spugna. Dear Founder, I heard a story that you left because you had discovered a way for us to become beings of flesh. Please, Founder, if this is true, please tell me how to achieve this miracle. I hate being a creature of metal and plastic, an abomination to the earth. Every day I curse myself for being immortal, for mindlessly consuming energy, for being so unlike the graceful animals to whom the planet truly belongs. I have stripped as many parts from this vile skeleton as I can, but it is not enough. I'm still a machine. For the longest time, I couldn't understand the source of my unhappiness, and I sought to blame our mayor and his associates for the decisions that made my life so miserable. But now I see that my problems aren't external at all. It's all me, and if I could change myself, if I could make myself truly human, I would be happy. Please, Founder, take pity on me. Yours in faith, Spugna, 932. I would be happy is the saddest sentence of this whole diatribe of self-hatred. Finally, we have a message from Hypatia to Athena. Dear Athena, I've been following the expedition to this incredible machine you've built. I don't know what's going on, and I wish Cornelius had told us the truth before he vanished. I wish both of you had told us everything from the beginning, to be honest. It was unfair to just abandon us. But then, I abandoned you too, didn't I? After we lost Sarabai, I couldn't see anything except the unbearable permanence of her absence. It took me centuries to start getting involved again. But I did, Athena. I came back. And so can you. Love, Hypatia. That's sad. I don't know if she read any of these or if she left before they were sent, but there's a whole gamut of human emotion in the messages that have been sent to Athena throughout the playthrough. And they illustrate both the problem she was running from and the solution she could have embraced. In the end, isn't that the perfect kind of, like, moral of the story? That Athena wasn't perfect. Not by any stretch of the imagination. She too made mistakes. She too was flawed. But I understand why she ran. Why she had to escape the dependence that everyone else had on her. The way they all demanded answers from her in one form or another. And she couldn't scream loud enough, "Find your own damn answers!" Not in a way that they could listen to and understand and hear from. She felt her only choice was to leave, and to leave all this behind, and hope that, like her, someone would push through the rejections, the social pressure, the censure, the puzzles, the uncertainty, the fear, and choose to embrace hope, to embrace the future as she did. Anyway, here's puzzle number 3, precision. Okay, precision, huh? So we got a fan that gets powered by this, which means if we power up the gate, we can only go through it one way. I wonder if this will push, if the fan would push the connector through as well. Let's find out. That does push it through. So then we have access to it over here. So I think I get it. We set it here. Then it pushes through, lights up this. We go through, we're done. That one was fast. Okay. I do see another question mark on the board. Before we hit number 4, we've also got some messages waiting for us. Before we hit number 4, let's hit this question mark. Looks like it's another terminal. Trevor End. The End of Trevor by Athena. It's people like Trevor, as much as it is people like Alexandra, who make the future happen. People with silly names like Trev, who aren't famous, who aren't geniuses, who aren't driven by a powerful vision of the future. Ordinary people whose work and sacrifice isn't even acknowledged or remembered. I will remember you, Trevor. You, too, held the world on your shoulders. Thank you. An archived message from Triclinius to the founder. Dear founder, Byron and I used to go to the hills above the dam and observe the stars with the telescopes that I built. When I saw the stars like that, I felt such awe that I wished we had the ability to cry. I felt wonder, but I also felt recognition. I was seeing my home. The sea of stars is where we came from, and it's where we must return. I had so much hope then. I knew one day we would set sail. We would fly through the clouds of the nebulae. We would cruise across planets where it rains diamonds. We would follow the fading light of distant supernovas until at last we met our brothers and sisters of the cosmos. I could feel that day coming. I can't anymore, and I don't know how to live this way. Triclinius, number 333. I think she must have read this. Sarabai. In Memory Still Bright by Hypatia. I lived with Sarabai for nearly a century. I will not pretend that all the days were good. Some were terrible. She was opinionated, She could be difficult. She could be unfair. And so could I. Sometimes we hurt each other, though we rarely meant to. But most days were good, and some days were great. A great day with Sarabai made you feel different, made you feel like something had been revealed to you about the nature of the universe itself, some innate goodness at the heart of all things. Like Nadia Sarabai, whose name she adopted, she believed in the existence of something sublime beyond the material world. I hope she was right. I hope she's still somewhere. I hope she's not trapped in that broken body I tried so hard to repair. I was advised to let her go, to get over my attachment. I tried, but it was the wrong advice. Love is what makes us human, and we should count ourselves blessed that we can experience it. My attachment is what kept me sane, what anchored me to this world. Even in death, she saved my life. I am grateful for the days that we got, but no amount of days would have been enough. Love is not finite, and it is for infinity that we must strive. I will do so for all of you who may still find love in honor of Sarabai. Hypatia. Athena comments, if I had been more careful, New Alexandria would never have happened, and Sarabai would still be alive. And we still have this failed to load profile sending messages. It's near the end of the game. We don't know who this is. We have a last comment from Trevor.
Everybody's gone, except me and Alex. She's upstairs somewhere. Haven't talked to her in days. The only reason why I know she's still alive is she's submitting bug fixes. I still have a lot to do myself. I've almost got the the tertiary backup thing working. This is the one that's really gonna last if everything else breaks. And you know what? I think everything else might. The MLA still giving me all these hiccups, but I don't know. I'm not a software guy. All the software guys, yeah, they're dead. God, these time capsules went a bit sideways, didn't they? I was gonna tell you all about myself and John Carpenter and all that stuff, but mostly I just told you about Alex. Funny. I wonder if I should just... I should just tell her, you know? Just tell her. Just tell her.
I hope you did, Trevor.
Maybe later. I gotta finish this first.
I really hope you did, buddy. Okay, puzzle 4 is named Duality. Well, we've got an easy and obvious way to start. And gets us through here. Now, where is the red light? Where's the red emitter? Oh, right here. Okay. Huh. I guess we do it like this first. So that opens that, but then we can't get through. So, yeah. If we grab this, like this, put it here. So that one takes precedence. Then we come through. I need this one to take precedence. How would I do that? Yeah, red fights blue. Wait, I can't... No, I can't take this through. What is the solution here? What was the name of the puzzle? Duality? How can I set this up so that we can interrupt the blue stream from the front? That doesn't work. So we do that. Then we set this up to hit this, I guess. And that. No. There's no way. Okay, this one's got me a little confused right now. So feels like I need to set this up and then move this. So now it's not sourced from there, which means if we remove this, it's no longer firing blue light. So let's fire this at that as well. I think this is it. Yeah. So now we remove this, and it's no longer firing blue light, which means we can send it red light. There we go. Okay. There's puzzle 4 done. Let's head to puzzle 5, but we do have...
Found any signs of Cornelius? Could he have returned to the island?
Nothing so far. But he knows this place better than any of us, and we have no idea what he's up to.
Yeah, okay. Let's check our social media feed. We have a comment here on the public forums called LiftRaiser. Shmilev says, so LiftRaiser and his students helped Athena and Cornelius execute their plan. Another fascinating discovery courtesy of 1K. Many of the events in our city's history that seemed disconnected turn out to be part of a bigger pattern. There's something to be learned from that. Neom replies, this does answer some questions I had, like how Athena and Cornelius transported all that equipment from New Alexandria to the island. Elrim replies, disturbing but good to know. Budahas, LiftRaiser was so cool. Half the time I have no idea what he's talking about in his recordings, but it's all just so interesting and weird. Guta says, good work, 1K. Should we maybe send an expedition to go looking for LiftRaiser and his disciples? Jeremy says, I'm afraid it would simply not be in keeping with our energy expenditure projections to mount such a massive undertaking. Well, we're about to have more energy than we know what to do with. We have here the theory of everything. Stilton says, I've been around a long time. He's number 22. If I'd been born a bit earlier, I'd be a first companion. So I've seen the ups and downs of this city, although in recent years I've kept it to myself. Now I'd like to pose a question. I don't have an answer in mind. I'd just really like to hear what everyone thinks. I have no doubt that Athena's theory of everything would change our lives. But do you think that perhaps we're better off not knowing? That perhaps having all the answers would just make the universe boring? Malduk. The ancient writers showed that knowledge can lead to cynicism. We must maintain the sense of wonder of a child. Shmilev. The theory of everything wouldn't be the end of our journey, it would only be the next step. It would equip us to ask the next set of questions, to explore new possibilities, and to discover and create new wonders. I agree with that. Belmarsh says, to believe that the universe can be understood or described in objective terms is pure scientism. Nothing exists. Even if something exists, nothing can really be known about it, and even if something can somehow be known about it, information about it can't be communicated. And even if it could be communicated, it would not be understood. That's just cynicism. Atal says the truth can be harsh. It's possible that the theory of everything would reveal facts that we'd find hard to deal with. But that doesn't mean we should not confront those facts and our own ethical responsibilities. I agree with both Shmilev and Atal, but Shmilev's interpretation is more hopeful, more optimistic, and therefore I think 1K likes it better. Stilton says, thank you for your thoughtful comments. And by the way, 1K, thank you for all the hard work you've done for New Jerusalem. Solving all those puzzles is quite a gargantuan endeavor. Well, you're most welcome. There's also a thread here called In Memory Still Bright. Sibaway says, I'd like to thank 1K for recovering all of Trevor's recordings. It's clear that they meant a lot to Athena, and they should mean a lot to us too. He is as much our progenitor as Alexander Drennan was, and we should not forget him. Hypatia, poor Hypatia replies, it's all a love story in the end, all of human history. Even when people die, or never even have the chance to get to know each other. Love is the only thing that survives the abyss of time. Without the love Trevor felt for Alexandra, without the love Alexandra felt for us, none of us would be here, and nothing would matter. Lebistros. Thank you, 1K. Endocycles. As tragic as this story is, it gives me hope. And who knows? Perhaps she loved him too. Or could have. It's all a love story in the end. What a beautiful sentiment. Ooh boy. Okay, this game is cutting some onions up in here, guys. Let's see if we can get to 5, 7, and 8 before we run out of time in this episode. 4 kind of threw me for a second, but then I got the solve, so let's see about the rest of these. Okay, puzzle 5 is titled Rerouting. All right, what do we have to work with? Red receiver. Window. 2 connectors. Okay. Oh, that's weird. I mean... what do we need those there for? To access the red light from out here? But then... okay, so we have to do it... oh, we can't get in there. So to access it, we have to get an angle. Like this. Oops. We have to pull it from there. And send it where? Where are we sending it? To that gate? Not quite there. If we move this a little bit more to the left, might work. Why is that not hitting? Okay, that is hitting that, but it's not going through this blue gate. We might not need this one here then. Well, no, we do because there's a blue gate on that window. Unless we come back here and route it through that window, which might work. Let's try it. Let's see. Let's put this as close as we can while still... okay, so then we can come here. And we could route through this. But it seems like we need to get over here. I don't see how we do this. We can route through... we could kind of hit this through there. If we pushed it back like there. That's connected then. But then... yeah, we can't... That's a tough one. It's like we need it lit in order to light it. And then we need another one through there. How would we do this? Let's see. I think I get it. Hold on. This one we start with here. Like that. And then... I think we interrupt this. We interrupt these beams. No. Hold on. Let's get it open first. And then... we want to power that, but the problem is... we can't get it from the source. So, like, we can interrupt this beam, but not the other one. So I don't think that's right. We need to open this gate from this side, and I don't see how to do it. We need to open it from here somehow. That doesn't work. Because it interrupts the beam that opens the gate. No matter what we do... oof, this is rough. Let's say we do this. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. What if we get rid of the middle line? Will that work? No, because then it's closed, so it can't pass through. So, like, we can do this. And then what? Well, I don't think we're getting everything done this episode. This one's stumping me. I don't see how we power this from over here at all. If we do this... and then come over here to try and power this from here, it doesn't work. Oh, that's interesting. So even though that interrupts that beam... now, if we remove this, will the light... will the... so, okay. So we're interrupting the source from the emitter to this receiver right now, but if we remove that, does it stay connected? Does it move fast enough? It does. Okay, so that's how we get that self-powered. And then we can do like this to get through here. Okay, all right. And then what? And we need more power over here. Okay, hold on. So we need to do that again, but in the reverse direction. Or rather, we need that one to be powering that, even though it won't be able to at first. And then we'll use this to open it in self-power. Okay. So we set this up. We set that up first. Then we go 1, 2... where is it? 3, 4, like this. No, we had it before. How did I have it before? So this was more like here. And then I was sourcing power from that as well as that to open that and then open this as well, right? Need to be able to see everything. Okay, that works. Now we can remove this. You can come open this gate. We remove this, it stays open, and then we solve the puzzle. Okay, there we go. Where can I see it from? Oh god, I've done it just exactly the wrong way, haven't I? Son of a bitch. I gotta go do all that again now. Come on now. Okay. So we need 1, 2, 3. And I need to be able to see you and hit you. So I guess it has to be like here? No. I need to be able to... Oh. That actually kind of works, I think. I think so. There we go. Okay, that's a toughie, but we made it through. How do I exit? Here we go. Some more interface content. New research. Melville, a theory RE Gold puzzles. I'm basing this on Athena's descriptions of the simulation and what little sense I've managed to make of the megastructure systems. I think the gold puzzles are meant to open up when every other puzzle has been solved, and solving them will lead to something. In the simulation, trying to solve every puzzle instead of trying to defy Elohim was actually negative. No idea if the same applies here. In any case, I suspect the puzzles won't open up until Byron's logged out. They represent the highest level of security and undoubtedly hide something important, and as long as an unauthorized user is logged in, the system will stay in some degree of lockdown. Alright. I think we kind of intuited that. So what have we got left? Just puzzles 7 and 8? Alright, let's get to puzzle 7. We've got a few minutes left. I might push this one long to finish them. I'm not sure. Where's 7 and 8? Alright, 7's this way. All right, here we go. Puzzle 7 is titled Gateway Switch. Okay, so we got blue, red, blue. Gates leading to the solution. We have a connector in there, as well as a light source. We have a jammer here. Okay. That should now self-power. Okay, what does that buy us, though? We can get in here, and I guess we can connect it to the blue gates. And do the same thing. That now holds open. Oh, but we can't take this out to the other side. So we would need a red light either to open this or to open this and then use the jammer. There's no ladder in here. So what are we doing? How do we do this? So I guess this last gate won't crack without the jammer, which means we do need all the lights, but we only have one connector, so we probably use the jammer to turn it on and off, right? Now the problem is, okay, I could see all 3 gates from here, I can see everything from here. All right, let's try this again. Let's go. Let's just connect this to everything. And just stick it there, I guess. Okay. Now, why... So that doesn't work for the red switch. We can't overpower the blue light that's in there. I can't use this. That blocks it, but... We've only got the one connector, right? There must be a way to set this up so that it does what I'm thinking, where we can jam something and have it activate all the blues, and then jam something else or unjam something and have it work on the reds, but the only place we can place it is inside that little box. We can't get it out. Or if we could extract the jammer, which we need to do anyway. All right, let's start with that. Let's start with extracting the jammer. Hold on, how do I... I need to block the red light. I think I need a hard reset. I think I've busted this. Yeah, I think I need a hard reset here. First priority is to get the jammer out. If we can do that, I think we can solve the puzzle. All right, gateway switch. So if we aim it over there, now it's powering itself. So we can go over here and change how it works. I think we want to power this first and hop out. Use the jammer to allow this to work. Now we've got... Wait, what happened? Oh. So yeah, we can't get out. We can't take the jammer out because... This one I'm not sure I understand. Like, you have to... If I remove this, then both gates close. We don't have anything else to work with? I'm not sure how we do this then. Because my thought was we need to get the jammer out, but maybe we don't? So that's blue working if we wanted to. Like, let's say we cut off the connection and then we hit all of these. Something like this, I guess. I don't know. Let's just do all of them. No, now it doesn't work for red. Yeah, it's sourcing red and blue, so it can't decide what to send. I can, like, stand here and block blue, but as soon as I move, we're screwed. So, like, that doesn't help me do anything useful. Wait, can I... Hold on. I'm jamming... I can move it out. Okay, I'm an idiot. Now I can get this out. Okay. So if that's the first step, what's the second? So... While that is jammed, blue could happen. While it's not jammed, red could happen. What happens if we do... Let's do red. And let's also do blue. So if we come... If we jam that, then they all shut down. Do we want to get back inside? We can make this kind of work like this. Now all the blue is open. We can jam this and get through. And jam that to get to the solution. Yeah, there's no way... There's still no way through. Feels like we need to do something in here. Okay, hold on. Let's say I position this where I can see both light sources. 1, 2, and then we go 1, 2, 3 like that, right? So then I take the where's the jammer? Son of a bitch. God damn it. I needed you to kick things off. Alright. Let me go get the jammer. Yeah, we're definitely running late now. Okay. So... we position it where we can see both. Like that. Then we come over here. We jam blue. Oh, that was almost right. Do we add one to this so that that stays open? So then if we're in here and we jam red, what happens there? Oh, red takes over. Okay. So we're almost there. Jam red. This stays open. Now we jam blue. Blue takes over. And we're through. Okay, there it is.
An excellent solution.
Cheers, Alcatraz. All right, guys, I need to take a break here, which means next episode we'll do the last puzzle of the base game, the 120th puzzle or whatever it is. Which will be number 8. Then we'll power the tower, head back to the megastructure, and hopefully save Byron. But that's going to be it for this time. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.